Hey everyone, this is Man Shark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, and this is Final Fantasy X. We're currently at the docks of Kilika, and we're just kind of continuing on a bit of our capture spree. But I do want to do something first, because I've just noticed it in the list. We want to come down here. Bro. That's Verosia, I believe, yeah. Good on him. We don't want him, we want Larbecht, which is this gentleman here. He's on for 16 games, though. But before we do any of that, we want to get on board the one to Besaid. Now, this is incredibly... what do you call it? Out of the way. But if we're lucky, and I haven't already got it, yep, there it is. A Jack Sphere. So of course we're going to watch it.
After you get that Aeon from Besaid, where are we going?
Back the way we came. Then we go north from Bavel and climb Mount Gagazet. Beyond it lies Samarkand.
Samarkand, huh? It's been in ruins for 1,000 years, right?
So the legends say. No one knows for sure. It still could be your Samarkand.
Thanks for trying, Orin. I thought if I went with you guys, I might find a way to go back. But it's not that easy.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize, Braska. It's not your fault. I should be thinking about fighting Sin now anyway. Samarkand can wait. But I will find my way back.
Be careful, Jecht.
Hey, I'll be alright. You're the one that should be careful. Wouldn't want your little girl to cry.
She'll be all right. She's strong, like her mother was.
Alright, now unfortunately, unless there's a... no, the safe sphere would be down here, but yeah, we just gotta rest to finish the journey. And here we are back in Besaid. Now, if I remember right, there was a save sphere out here that we can just use to teleport back to Kilika, because we actually want to be at Kilika. Oops. Around here, I think. Yep, you can see it on the map. Camera angle is just not doing us any favors.
The final showdown.
Let's get that mouse pointer off screen. I just noticed it there. No, not Luca. Kilika.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
There is a Jack Sphere inside Besaid Village, but we can't really get to it at the moment because of, you know, Dark Veil of 4. So instead, we're going to do some monster capturing. Let me just make sure that everybody's got their... yep, appropriate weaponry. There are 4 monsters in Kilika Forest that we can capture. And while we're at it, we also might as well go up to the temple. I have my goddamn no encounter armor on. Alright, so let's take that off. And have some encounters. My bad. Though we can... you know what, we'll go to the temple first. I mean, we're here. And there are no Dark Aeons guarding Kilika Temple. Here we are. What's up, priest person? Now, I don't know if we have to do the trial again. Or if it just sort of lets us through. Yo, you got a problem with me? Cool. Now, why might we do this trial again? Or this temple again? There's actually stuff in here for us now that we've come back. Yeah, looks like we've got to do it again. I'm not going to use the guide this time. Because we don't need the destruction sphere for one. And honestly, if I remember right, it's not that difficult. Though I'm not too sure if the rewards are actually worth it. That might have been a glyph thing for that one. Damn it. Something to do with pushing it? It can be pushed, that's good. Yeah, there is no... If I get really stuck, guys, I will use the guide, but I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Because there are only so many combinations you can do here anyway. Ah, that's it. Burn the glyph thing in. The only reason that we used the guide in the first one, like the first run through all the temples, is just to make sure that we got the destruction spheres. Huh. Maybe we just gotta touch it. Yep. Sweet. We have to get rid of this. And something about dropping that over. Damn it! That's not right. I want him on this face. So this is kind of showing you that you can trial and error these things. There's no force to it. Alright. Okay, that's actually what we needed to do, and then we needed a Kilica sphere to burn the door down. I was just putting the glyph sphere there as a placeholder, but fuck it, that'll work. Very nice. Now we can actually enter the Chamber of the Faith. We previously weren't able to do so because we were still adhering to Yevon. And we get a cutscene. Here's Ifrit's faith.
Sin swam in the sea near Xanarkand. Perhaps the waking dream eased its suffering. Your father touched Sin and became real that night, foundering in the seas of Spira. How sad now that he's caught in the tragic spiral. He is Sin. He is lost.
We've got a luck sphere, and there are a couple of chests around. So there's an accuracy sphere, defense sphere, agility. These are all good. These are all very nice rewards, and kind of appropriate for where we are now. If we were to try and cap out the Dark Aeons and be done with them, then these rewards would not be worth it. So what the Thave said actually gives us some insight as to what happened to Jecht in the first place to get him to Spira. We know that he was drunk one night and went out swimming on his normal training regimen sort of thing, and he just happened to run into Sin. Because Sin liked swimming near Xanarkand, near the dream of Xanarkand. So that's unfortunate. And that's what started this whole mess and brought us to the point where we may actually have a chance of ending the spiral. Because that's kind of our objective. We're going to end this horrific spiral of death by killing Sin without the final Aeon. Alright, let's get these captures. Pretty sure I took off the peaceful armor. There we go, we did. Alright, first things first. So there are 4 different enemies in this area. We've just encountered 3 of them, being the Deinonyx, the Killer Bee, and the Yellow Element. Or Elemental. I think it was just Element. There are also Ragoras, which I believe are the little seed-spitting dudes. I don't think that there's any rhyme or reason as to where they show up. These are Ragoras. So we're just going to sort of chill out near a save sphere. And we get very little experience for this, so I'm not even going to worry about it. And because there are so few, there's not a lot of diversity in enemy types in this area, we should pretty quickly work this out and get Kilika done. Now, normally I would use Energy Rain so that we can get Titus's next overdrive, but remember, overdrives don't do capture. Oh, one thing we should just check. Attributes. Bahamut. Yeah, we're not high on spheres at the moment, so we won't spend any of them.
Take that. I'm on a roll.
And after this, we get to head to the Mian High Road, do the same thing, though I think we're over halfway done at the Mian High Road. We've definitely got 10 of at least 3 of the ones there. This is good progress, though.
Booyah. Piece of cake.
They don't even drop anything worthwhile. I mean, spheres are nice, but... Good, this is my favorite mix.
Booyah! Woohoo!
Almost about halfway in terms of total kills.
Yeah! All right!
There's no rhyme or reason to the sort of running method, you just need to be moving.
Yeah! You like that? Yeah!
Okay,
Told
that's
ya!
5 Dynonixes, 9 Killer Bees, 6 Yellow Elements, and 5 Regoras. I did get some good news today, relevant to this actually.
Yeah!
What was it exactly? That's 10 Killer
Told
Bees, by
ya!
the way. I mean, this is going up way after I'm actually doing the recording for this episode, but just this weekend that I am recording on, I finally finished uploading and publishing the Space Marine stuff. So I recently uploaded the first 3 episodes of this. I haven't published them yet. Of course, according to you guys, I will have, but in my time, I haven't.
Booyah!
And only one of them got copyright claimed. Episode 3, I believe, for the
Good,
battle
yeah?
theme. But it's the same copyright theme that I've been getting, like in terms of Secret of Mana and stuff like that, where it's just like, hey, you can't monetize this. And I'm like, that's fine, you won't let me monetize it anyway.
Victory is ours!
Ha! It's over. Woohoo!
You do have to keep in mind that when we equip them with their ultimate weapons, they will naturally do more damage because the ultimate weapons ignore armor. Which is all fun and games.
Yeah!
Alright, getting closer and closer. I could fix up Titus's poison, but I'm just going to attack with him, let him take the damage. Nothing's actually doing us any
Yeah!
real threat down here, so let's not worry about it. Now, I don't remember if I already incremented the Dynonix from that one. No, I don't believe I did. So, it should be 9 Dynamixes if I haven't fucked up the count. We'll be able to check it because we're lagging a little bit in Regoras, so we might be here for a little bit longer. That should be our last yellow element.
Yeah. You like that?
I just looked outside, there must be a fire somewhere. It was a very hot day today for November anyway. Guaranteed it's the end of November at the moment. For you guys it's probably January if I've counted correctly. I have really gone a bit overboard with getting these recordings done. Yeah, 29th of November to be specific. It was about 40 degrees outside today, and there was a big wind and all that sort of stuff. Terrible bushfire conditions. And sure enough, there are a couple around the place. The sky is just that sort of... I mean, the sun's setting at the moment. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. And yeah, it's just orange outside. Okay. Yep, good. We have finished yellow elements. So now we just gotta finish. Excuse me. Now we just gotta finish up the Dynamixes and Regoras. That's not what I said. Defend. Use your overdrive. Still no, jeez. I actually wonder how many more we have to do. We must be getting close. I have been overdriving a lot. I remember the first time that I played this, it took me forever to unlock Titus's newer overdrives just because I didn't use his overdrives enough. Good. That should be our last Dynamix. Unless I've miscounted. But we've got 3 more Regoras to get, so unless we're really lucky, we'll probably find out pretty soon. Come on! Oh, excuse me again.
Told ya!
I suppose one thing you could do to make capturing better in the sort of from Bikanal onwards, because some monsters in Bikanal and onwards have more than 10,000, like significantly more than 10,000. Good, we didn't miscount. More than 10,000 HP.
It's over.
Is you could customize a capture weapon. Because remember,
I'm
when you buy the capture weapon, it's 2 slots, one of which is taken by captured, one of which is free. You could put break damage limit onto it, but it does seem like an excessive waste of the stuff that you normally put break damage limit on with. Which I feel like is dark matter. I feel like it's 30 dark matter to break damage limit. And dark matter you can get, but we really need a lot of it for ribbon. I think, I know it, it's 99 dark matter to put ribbon on a piece of armor. Which is a lot, because you get dark matter in either 1s or 2s. When you defeat a Dark Aeon, I believe it gives you 1 or 2 dark matter, depending on whether you overkilled or not.
All right.
And when you defeat a area, species, or original creation, oh, there's a chest down here, in the monster arena, their rare drop is dark matter. And more often than not, when you're actually fighting them for something, you don't want the rare drop. Okay, that should be 8 Regoras. 2 more.
See ya.
I know that if you were trying to break HP limit, you've got to fight, I think it's Shinru a lot, because you need Wings to Discovery or Wings of Discovery, and you need 30 of those to put break HP limit on a single piece of armor. And look, it's not the worst of fights, but it is a pretty tough fight because it is an original creation, and they tend to be much tougher than area or species creations. Conquests, those are, sorry. But I know that one of my mates back in high school actually really wanted break HP limit. I mean, we all did because we didn't understand how celestial weapons worked. Really wanted break HP limit on his armor, so he farmed Shinru a lot. And sure enough, he got it, but as a consequence of doing that, he got a lot of dark matter. Now, if you were actually going to farm dark matter, which we will probably have to do at some point, I think there is something that gives you 99 of it, just off the bat. But then you're going to need that for everybody if you want to get ribbon on everything. It's not essential to get ribbon on everything. Usually, if someone in your active team has ribbon, that's probably fine. The main thing that you're trying to avoid there is having everybody get confused, slapped, and all that sort of shit. Alright, that's our last Regora. So let's get the hell out of here. Just equip the piece armor, so we can just skedaddle on. So the next one is the Mian High Road, but before we do that, let's just give it a quick save.
The final showdown with...
Yep. Can we go directly to Mian, or do we have to go to... Oh, we can.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
So, we already have one of every monster in this area. Oops, I don't want to... I want to check blitzball. Ooh, with a shot free. Do I want with a shot free? I don't know. Let me have a quick look at my notes. And my team data actually, that's... I don't think Titus is able to learn it yet. Veluccia, can you learn it? You already have it. Yeah, she already knows it. Rob? Nope. Well, I don't much care about it then. So we're going to let that one go. But you know what? We're going to play a league match. Okay, so we've got to escalate everybody's counts by 1. So Killer Beast's at 7. Arbed Sykes at 6. Who are we playing? the Arbed Sykes. This is going to be a tough one. As tough as they get. At this stage of the game anyway. No, you can get elite defense. Yeah. Done. Who are we marking? This is the AI fucking up. Nimruk's their goalkeeper, but they gave him sphere shot. Like, to look at. Which is like, what are you doing with that? You can't even use it. Okay, drain tackle was there. And lastly, Titus. Anything you can learn? He can learn nap pass, which we might as well. Not really a lot of ability proliferation at this point. Barrick has it. Yeah, the main problem here is that they have the best goalkeeper in the entire damn game. Okay, Volucha has the ball. Let's get in a quick break. Yep, that's good. Dribble. This isn't good. Yeah, it's a 4 on. Yeah, she's going to get absolutely creamed. There's not much we can do about that. I'm going to no-break it. Shoot. And we're going to nap shot. I was going to say, what's going on here? Got him. Nice. Alright, Rob's got the ball. Let's try and... Ugh, this is ugly. Only 2 of them though. Alright. It is a bit of a chance. Good. We're gonna try passing it to Volucha. Yeah, that's gonna be a fumble. He did much better than expected. Good, good, good. Shooting with 1 point. Alright, Nav has the ball. Okay, he's only being attacked by a 4-pointer. Sorry. Pass it. Yep. And we're going to get it to Volucha. Okay, this is a lot better. Whoa! Alright, the break happened. We're going to have to chance it. She's just too good. And Nimruk is amazing. Alright, we might have to rely on Titus to actually get a shot in. We'll see how it goes. Whoa. She wasn't here. Alright, we're going to have to break both of them. And pass. Just a normal pass. Expected. As long as we don't lose this, I'm fine with it. Already hedging my bets. Don't care about her shot. Come on, man. Yeah, she's got a league defense on for sure. Alright, no break and we're passing. It's going to be a nap pass. And it's going to Titus. We're going to score. Ah, fumble. Just 2. Now remember, Titus is absolutely shit in attack. Or defense, sorry. But, luckily, Autoguado is here. And dealt with things. Yeah, we're just letting Titus get back in a position. No break. It's a pass. But it's a pass to Rob. And hopefully, yep, very nice. And he will immediately pass it to Titus. I've only got a minute and a half of game time too, which is not real time. Okay, that should be enough time to get a jack shot off. Jeez, and it only puts it up to 19 as well. I would not be surprised if Nimruk still blocks this. Oh yeah, he should. Oh, nice. Good. Okay, good. We're on the scoreboard. Well, Rob's asleep. Yeah, the danger with the Albed Sykes is a lot of them have really high attack and blocking abilities. Blocking abilities more like, but it's dangerous for us. Nice. Yeah, it's not really going to work. Yeah, we'll just have a shot. Make it a nap shot for fun. That's not going anywhere. Because of the timer. Alright. Yep, same positions everyone, that's absolutely fine. Your techniques are still fine. Let's see, anybody change what they've got? Ooh, and that tackle too. Actually that's a good question, isn't it? Now we'll just have Rop try and learn it, because Rop's of a pretty high level. Alright, so who was that? That was Blapper. Alright. Jeez, what happened there with the camera? Yeah, we'll just break him. Dribble it. Trying to draw out their midfield. There we go. Gonna have to try a break. But we are passing it to Velucha. Yeah. Just gotta offload this ball. We're gonna go for a standard pass. Nice. Very nice, actually. We'll try and tank the hit from Judah and then make a shot. And it's just going to be a nap shot. Unfortunate. But everybody's following her. Yeah, okay. What was that about? Okay, so we got 2 here on him. Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. Nice. Give it to Velucha. I know she's like literally right there. Ooh, very nice. This is just unfortunate. And we don't have tackle slip either, which makes it even worse. Oh, we might have been able to get away with that, but yeah. Yeah, she's really got a very high range. You know what? We could play the passing game. Let's play the passing game. Oh, I almost forgot that we did such a long pass with a blocker. We're only going to play this one game of blitzball at the moment, so don't worry too much, because then we're going to go back to, you know, it's just a break from killing monsters. What's life without a little break now and then? So in the sequel, in FFX2, blitzball is still a thing, but you don't actually play it. It's all automatic, which is awful. There's a different game called, I think it's called Sphere Break or something. It's also pretty bad. They're making a bit of an offensive line on us, so I'm just going to pass it over to Volucha. Like I've just seen that the red arrows are approaching us. So let's get it over here and get her. It's probably because that guy's asleep. Okay. Jeez, that was an intercept and a half. Well, if she takes it off us, she takes it off us. She was not there. Oh well, she's got withered endurance, so... I'll be having that ball back, thank you very much. Yeah, she's got a... Like, I didn't think that, Elite Defense... Not Elite Defense, that'll be Brawler. I didn't think it had that big a range. Take the shot. I know she won't get it in, but taking the shot is what's going to matter here. Oh, and he's asleep. Okay, if we had the time, we could basically just shoot from almost anywhere as long as the shot does not run out, or did not run out by the time that the ball got to the goal. You'd just get the point. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, very low scoring game just because Yalbad Sykes are great. But Volucha is still top of the table with 5. She's going to have to do better. Next game. But, let's go kill some monsters. So we've already got 10 floating eyes, white elements, and bombs. So let's just see what we run into up here. Wait, hang on. Yeah, the most annoying thing you can do is run all over the place with, and think that you're going to try and find random encounters when you've got a no encounters piece of armor on. Super annoying. Alright, so... What's that, a Raldo? Is that what that's called? Yeah, Raldos. So we've already got 5 Raldos, so let's make that 6... And yeah, these other ones are already captured.
Take that.
I feel like we'll have to move on to the next part. There are 8? Yeah, 8 different enemies in the Mian High Road. And, well... There's a lot of different areas that they can be in. Alright, we got another Raldo. And a Fang, which we already had 8 of, so now that's 9. And one of these dudes that we already have.
I'm on a roll.
We do just want to be a little bit careful towards the end of the Mian High Road. The bit where it becomes Mushroom Rock Road. as that's where the Dark Magus sisters are hanging out.
It's over.
But yes, as well as Mian Fangs, Raldo's, and Raldo, sorry, we need Jewel Horns, Ipirias, and the dreaded, hard to pronounce, Voivvoirs, or Voivas. I'm not going to even try, guys. Like, I just don't know. Ah, good, that's our final Mian Fang in there.
Oh yeah!
Booyah! I'm good, yeah?
So I think we'll finish off Raldo's here, and unless we get evidence that the other ones spawn in this area, we'll move on. So there's our 9th Raldo.
Oh yeah!
Take that! Piece of cake!
Not to mention there is a lower section to the Mian High Road, which is filled with more dangerous fiends, which could be what we're looking for. That's our last Raldo.
Take that!
Pretty sure it was anyway. Alright, let's move on. If I remember right as well, some of the Mian High Road fiends appear in like elements of a Mushroom Rock Road or vice versa, but only towards a bit that they share, which is the danger point that we don't really want to be too close to most of the time. Alright, well, we'll be able to test to see if we got all Raldos. Yep, good.
Take that!
Okay. There's a bomb. We've already got all the bombs that we need. So I'm going to steal and then just nuke
I've been
them.
saving this one for you!
Nope, still haven't unlocked it. Well, there's a jewel horn. So it's 7 of those now.
Take that! Piece of cake!
So there's a feather there, which means we can jump onto those things if we had a chocobo. I'm not sure if we have already done so, and I can't really manipulate the camera to show me. So that's annoying. We've got everything here, so we'll just kill it all.
Booyah! It's over. I'm good, yeah?
Yeah, so we're really trying to get to Below Road. I think that'll be where we'll run into most of the other things that we need.
I'm good, yeah?
We'll just hit up the save sphere. But it's definitely somewhere past that point that the Dark Magus Sisters will attack us. You do get a chance to evade them, if I remember right. Which is good, because I think they're the hardest of the Dark Aeons. I guess it depends on exactly how you measure the difficulty. Cool, there's another jewel horn. Makes 8.
It's over. I'm good, yeah?
Come on, show me a Beauvoir. What do you know? Not only did it show us a Beauvoir, but also an Ipiria. Okay, so that's our 6th Beauvoir. And our 2nd Ipiria, so we are definitely in the right area.
I'm on a roll.
So we're just going to run around in circles until we find them all. Oh, that's amazing. That's the last 2 jewel horns that we need. Beautiful. And also one of the Beauvoirs. Beautiful.
Good, yeah?
I'd like to find a lot more Ipirias if we could. That'd be really nice. We need 8 more, so it would be cool. Just attack me with like 4 at a time. Okay, this is partially good. We do obviously need the Beauvoir. The Thunderflan is actually something from Mushroom Rock Road, but we can still cap it here. We had 6 of them, so now that makes 7. So, you know, little bits of progress. Now, I do know that the Ipiria is not something that appears on Mushroom Rock Road, because they've got their own thing called a raptor.
See ya.
Okay, one more Beauvoir, and I'll never have to say that damn name again. Very nice. Very good lineup. So that's all of the Beauvoirs. Our 3rd Ipiria. And our 9th Thunderflan.
Woohoo!
Yeah, so now we just need 7 more Ipirias. And those are definitely something that we want, because there is a species conquest associated with them.
Oh yeah.
It's over.
And we only have 3 at the moment, so there's no way that triggers the right amount for species conquest. You don't have to get 10 of everything, I don't think. I know it's 1 of everything for an area conquest, and I think 4 of all the different species conquest monsters for them. It might vary depending on exactly which one, but for the dragons it definitely was 4. Original conquests are just unique combinations of things. So there might be a couple of ones that you don't have to get 10 of, but it's just easier this way. Get 10 of everything, then you don't have to worry about it. And speaking of, it's 10 of the Thunderflans, so you don't have to worry about them.
Piece of cake.
Alright, we'll keep going for a little bit longer. See if we can find any more Ipirias. There's one right now, actually. Brings us to 4. Just because I do want to end this episode at a save sphere, because it's,
Piece of cake.
like, there was a cool change that came through, but it's still kind of hot, and honestly, it gets stuffy in here when I'm doing recording. Good, there's another one. This is going really nicely for us. Let's take it out with that. And then we're going to do an energy rain. It's 5 Ipirias so far, so we're halfway there.
All right.
God damn it, still hasn't learned it. That's not a good one. We could run from these, but I'd rather get the spheres, and also Titus can recharge his overdrive like this. We also get a whole bunch of vendor trash, which isn't worth much. We'll have to deal with that at some point too. Come on, lads. Titus would be getting overdrive back a little bit faster if we put him into Slayer or something like that. But micromanaging that just ain't my style. So he'll be fine. There's our 6th Ipiria. So 6 is probably enough for species conquest, but we just want to be absolutely sure, just in case it matters for an original. There's nothing worse than thinking you're finished, going there and being like, well, I gotta come all the way back here. Cause ain't nobody wanna be coming back here.
Here we go.
Number 7.
Ha! Oh yeah. Take that. Woohoo!
You know, we've only got 3 to go. I think we can get this. I know we just hit the hour mark on my timer at least, but I think this shouldn't take us too long. Which I know, famous last words and all that. So I won't just play until we get them. I'll play until a reasonable time. Come on, give me something that I can kill and capture. Ipirias. Give me Ipirias.
See ya!
What really sucks is ever since I said that, we haven't run into a single one.
Take that! I'm on a roll!
Apologies if any of these yawns are coming through, but yeah, the combination of it being a hot and very humid day, as well as I had to get up a little bit earlier today to go shopping for Christmas stuff. And of course,
Easy.
the room being a bit more closed up because of the recording. Yeah, I'm just sort of, not passing out, but I could. Like, I'm getting to the point. Come on, just one more Ipiria.
Oh yeah! Booyah!
Alright, if we don't run into one more in the next minute and a half-ish, we call it. Which means we have to come back and do it at the start of the next episode, but... you know. God damn it.
Oh yeah! Take that! Say
Yeah,
your
I swear
prayers.
they're just avoiding me now.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe! All right!
I think about 2 more fights. If we don't find an Ipiria
No problem.
in the fight after this one,
See ya!
we call it. Come on. Give me what I want. Hey!
Oh yeah! Booyah!
Okay, so now we're at 8. What I'm gonna do is if we have 3 fights without running into one, we now call it. Like in a row. So that's 1.
Booyah!
That's 2.
It's over. I'm on a roll.
Come on, if we don't get one in the next fight, we call it. Alright guys, let's just finish this fight off, and then I'll run to the save sphere and we'll call the episode. It's super annoying. All good though, we should be able to start next episode, grab the 2 that we need, and then get out of here. Where's that save sphere? I'm not switching to the peaceful armor because I know this is a no encounter zone. Alright guys, well, next episode we'll come back, get those last 2 Ipirias, and then see what else we got to do. Probably moving on to the Mian High Road, or not the Mian High Road, that's where to Mushroom Rock Road, and continuing with the monster capture stuff. A little bit more blitzball because we're trying to unlock Orin and Waka's stuff. But in the meantime, I've been Sub, you've been yourselves. Later.